Hello, my beautiful souls. So we are here today to chat about money embodiment and chat about different divine ways to really establish a new money flow of abundance, which I'm very excited about. We're vibing with this today. So I was like, did I plug it in? Yes, I did. Hello, my name is Melissa Bates. I am a beautiful, divine, angelic channel, galactic channel. I am a quantum healer. I am a light language extraordinaire. I'm really here to help humanity establish a new alignment and connection with oneness, with love, with joy, with happiness, with harmony, so much beautiful abundance, and also really activating your soul gifts and soul truth. You know, Shahatana Kaishi. So throughout this beautiful video, you'll feel a mix of energy if you're very sensitive to energy. I will be bringing some light language through just to really ground and anchor in the channels that I'm bringing through. Today, I'll be channeling the high angelic realm along with Blue Avian Council of Light and God Source Universal Energy. And we're just really gonna go deep and dive into the frequency of money and understanding different ways to help you shift and illuminate a new path of money. Shahana Nakaishi, I mean, your path, may look similar to mine or it might look completely different from mine. But for me, growing up with money, always very tight, never really aware if it was going to be there. So if this is something that you've experienced growing up, or maybe you're currently experiencing this, definitely stay tuned because it's important for us to know that, money isn't here to be, scarce. Money is here to be abundant and overflowing and a continuous, for example, if you have your chapstick, if you run out of this, you're gonna have another one. You're gonna go buy another one, obviously with money. But you know that if you're in need of pencils, right? There's always going to be a plethora of pencils, water, lotion. Like I have so many things around me, and you just know to your core if for some reason you're at the end of your package or your bottle, you know that there's actively going to be more that you can tap into. And it's so interesting because this is not what people believe around money. It is money is scarce. I don't know when it's going to come. Hopefully, I mean, it depends. If you have a 9 to 5, if you're building a business, if you already have a business, obviously your money comes in different ways if you have a business compared to your 9 to 5. But still, even if you have a 9 to 5, maybe there's a certain amount of money that you would like to co-create with in this lifetime. And you're like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get there because look at my salary, look at my paycheck, right? Or if you have the business, it's like, I don't know if I'm ever going to create the consistent amount of money to create the life that I truly desire. So no matter where you are, if you're here for a reason. That's what I really want you to know. So I invite you just to really come into this video, this chit chat with no expectations. I invite you to sit here and I invite you even, maybe you're driving. If you're driving, do not close your eyes. But if you're not driving, I just invite you to close your eyes and receive this transmission because it is a transmission. It's transmitting through me to you from source, divine universal energy for you to help ascend, right? Everything that I do in my business is for the humanity, the collective to ascend, right? So even if you're just simply listening to transmission, you're here because there's a part of you that wants to ascend with light language or ascend with money and abundance or ascend with love, whatever transmission I am offering to humanity through my vessel from God, source, universe of all there is. The only reason you're watching it is because there's a part of you that is ready to tap into the energy, or maybe it's just you want to hang around angels. There's a lot of angels around us today. And a lot of times, our soul is on this earthly plane and our soul is Shotarakashi. There are earthbound souls. A lot of our souls are galactic souls, Shantarakaishi. And even just being around galactic energy or angelic energy, our souls feel very nourished in this energy. So some of you might just be like, Melissa, I just really wanted to feel nourished today. And remember that I'm not doing this for no crazy reason. I'm doing this for a purpose. And that's why it's so important for not only, there's a vast amount of channels here on this earth, but for me being a high vibrational channel, I still listen to people that channel because I will tell you, I still go through these things as I ascend, right? I have a couple channels that I love to listen to, one being Abraham Hicks, obviously. Another channel I love to listen to is Kelly Angel Raphael. She channels Archangel Raphael. And obviously, there are a plethora of beautiful channels on this earth. But those are some that I like to tap into. And when I tap into those, listening to their transmission, it just really settles me. I feel my body just instantly calm. And it's just because their energy is so pure, their message, their transmission is so pure. And my soul just feels like, yes, this is exactly what I required in this moment, what I needed in this moment. So some of you might just be here because that's what you needed in this moment. And I know I said this beautiful video was all about shifting your money flow and money embodiment. So let's actually talk about it. When it comes to ascension with money, I want to go beyond the physical money. We're like, money, pay my bills, pay for my trips, pay this, pay this, pay this, pay this. I invite you, once again, close your eyes, and I invite you to come into your conscious mind. And I invite you just to feel the frequency of what to this day we call money. And we look at money as, cryptocurrency, energetic transmissions, or like transmissions. We look energetic transference. Thank you. I was like, there's a different word, transference. Whether it be on your credit card, debit card, whether it be through a check, whether it be through the physical cash, right? It's all a transference. And just feel into that energy, feel into that moment where maybe you just recently purchased something, or maybe it was before you purchased something that you absolutely loved, adored, and you were so excited for it, right? And you offered them your debit card, your credit card, or maybe you had cash money in your hand and you handed it over to the cashier, or you paid it digitally through the internet, and you just knew that that money was going to go over to them. They were going to get it, and you were going to get exactly what you purchased, right? So, what's the difference between you sending money to them and you receiving money? There's no difference, right? Because it goes both ways. So, on the other end, that teller, that person receiving the money, that company receiving the money is just universal source. It's just God energy. And God is just holding the frequency of that business, of that teller, for you to create that transaction, right? So, right in this moment, we're inviting you to look at money as a transaction from God. So, if you're requiring, say you want to buy a house, right? And in order to buy a house, I live in California, y'all. So in order to buy a house, you better have at least $1 million plus to get that house, right? So you know that you need at least a certain amount for the down payment, right? Maybe you want to pay cash in full. Maybe you found a house that's 1.5, you want the cash, so you want to have that 1.5 in the bank. And right now, maybe you have, let's say you have $3 million in the bank, right? So since you have $3 million in the bank, you already have that 1.5. But you're like, okay, I have a lot of things. I already have multiple businesses. So that 1.5 coming out of my bank account right now is not even an option. So you go, okay, I'm going to put $500,000 down on the house. And then I'm going to ask the bank, God, I'm going to ask God to loan me 1 million to put down on the other house, on the house, so that I can keep that, so I'll have 2.5 million in the bank because I 100% require that to maintain my lifestyle, my businesses, everything, right? In this moment, in this moment, when you look at that transaction, you are here to understand that there's a new awareness that we're inviting you into. And the awareness is that you're always capable of receiving the exact amount that you desire and more. Shananakai shi 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 shi. Now we take you back to the example of you paying for the item that you desired. So for example, say you're paying for a new house. Shakananakaishi, Darananakai, Katarakaishi, but we would actually like to take you to something smaller. So say you're paying for a new purse, Shananakaishi, and this purse comes out to $100. You give the teller your card, that $100 goes through it, gets approved, and then boom, you walk out the store with your purse, right? So now we invite you to go Shahanarakai, Hikinarakai, Shiatarakai, before you make that payment, before you make that transaction, you're sitting with that $100 in your bank account. Shahanakini Kinarakai Shi 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 Shi. So tune into the frequency of that $100. Right? Shahanarakai Shi 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 Shi. So that frequency of $100 is sitting in your bank account. And before you send it, I invite you to be aware that this money is not yours. This money is just universal frequency that you're co-creating with, right? Right now, you're co-creating with me as a channel. You're co-creating with universal frequency coming through me, the vessel, for you to receive this transmission. So now I invite you to come back and understand that that bank account where you have your money, it's not your money. It's just an energy. It's just a frequency that is being placed in your bank account to hold so that you can receive the resources that you require and desire. So now going back to that transmission before you buy that purse, you know that that frequency in your bank account can always be called back in because it's just energy. So now we invite you to imagine yourself at the teller right before you're about to pay the $100 for the purse. Now we invite you to understand that you're co-creating with an energetic frequency. You're co-creating with the frequency known as money. You're co-creating with the frequency known as cash, as credit. But it's not yours. It's just a universal frequency sent to you from God. You stated, God, this I require a certain amount of frequency of money in my bank account. I know it's not mine, but this is what I require to support my lifestyle. Right? So if you know that this is no longer attached to your worth, but it's just an energy that you get to call in whenever you desire, we invite you to tap in, tune in, and turn in and really turn on that new knowing that money is just an energy, that money is just a resource, that there's no lack, there's no limit to money. It's just you aligning to call in that energetic frequency to co-create with this new awareness that money is always available to me. It's just an energy, it's just a frequency. I am not manipulating it. It is just here to support me, and I can call it in as much as I desire. And I call it in through understanding what I desire to experience. Shohana Kaishishishi. So we're going to leave this. We're kind of leaving you on the edge, but we're going to leave this as part one as the money embodiment series. Also, if you want to go deeper into your experience with money and create a new experience with money, definitely check out my money embodiment program. It is a beautiful 8-week program, and there are live calls that you get to tune into to help you move through all this magic. But we are going to leave you here today and come back for tomorrow for part two of this beautiful money embodiment series. I love you. I adore you. If you have any questions, drop them down below because I'm going to be going through a beautiful series. And as we go through the series, I'll be answering the questions. Okay. I love you. I adore you. Mwah. Shamatara kai hitara nashi. Shamatara kai shi. Mwah. Shatara kai.